For some things in this life, there seems to be just no earthly explanation. How did the U.S. beat the Soviets? How could man create such beauty and at the same time, such horror? And then there is this tiny sliver of humanity in a place where it sometimes seems none exists. It would be too easy to explain St. Francis Academy as the product of divine intervention. It shouldn't work, but it rarely fails. It is not a miracle, even though for some, that is the best way to describe it. The window in Amanda's room at home was made of cardboard. The electricity came through an extension cord from the apartment next door. When her family was evicted, Amanda was sent to live with 2 different sets of relatives, while her mom worked 2 jobs and slept in her car. That is, until the car was repossessed. The only constant was St. Francis. The school waived her tuition and helped her family get its life back together.
I'd probably end up at Job Corps, or probably on the streets, probably ended up like my aunts, no high school education, dropouts, nothing. Sister in this school really pushed me. St. Francis means hope, means life, it means opportunity, it means a lot of things.
Next fall, Amanda is going to college, which is really no big deal because around St. Francis, that's what's expected. In a city where only half the kids who enter 9th grade emerge 4 years later with a diploma, St. Francis produces the kind of results which, the first time you hear them, you are certain there must be some kind of mistake. But there isn't. 90% of the students here not only go on to college, almost all of them get degrees. The odds are enormous, but they are dwarfed by the stories of success. You would never know it to look at him now, but Demetrius Charles was a hair's breadth away from a life lost, an existence almost swallowed by the dark streets of East Baltimore. If I don't go to St. Francis, he announced in 1995, I don't go to school. The only hitch was that he didn't have any money. But no matter, he came and he graduated. Now, he is a policeman. One more piece of a foundation of decency St. Francis struggles to build, brick by brick, day by day.
The students who come from the neighborhood, I've always encouraged to come and they're not charged anything. Right now, I have 40 students who pay less than $1,000. So our goal is to have 40 endowed scholarships where we will be able to have the money for those students. That's the gap in the budget, so to speak. And, you know, we would like to have the endowed scholarships because then we're certainly sure of that money and it'll go on forever. But right now, that's the money that we have to raise every year.
What a strange and marvelous place this is. Founded in 1828 to educate the children of slaves, St. Francis has never deviated from its mission of serving those society forgets or with whom it simply can't be bothered. There is an inescapable irony which looms over St. Francis every single day. The menacing and cold stone presence of the Baltimore House of Detention in whose shadow the tiny school sits. It is a reminder of life's reality if you grow up here with not much of anything to call your own but a name. You can end up here, or you can spend time there. There are other outcomes, of course, but they are increasingly few in this broken piece of our world where God's work is as much about decency as it is about religion.